Have you ever noticed that when you build a house, you can actually see the walls going up?
Oh, yeah. You start with basically nothing.
Right. And then day by day, you see a floor, you see walls, you see a roof. It is very clear.
It is right there in front of you. I mean,
Hmm.
you can point at it and say, look, I built that.
Exactly. You can see your hard work with your own eyes, but, well, when you learn a new language, the building process is completely hidden.
Yeah, that is so true. You cannot open your head and look inside.
No, you cannot see the new roads you are building in your mind. And because you cannot see the changes, sometimes it feels like nothing is happening at all.
And that feeling of not knowing, it can be very frustrating. It makes a lot of people just want to stop trying.
Which is exactly why we are here today. So hello and welcome to this deep dive.
Yes.
Our mission today is incredibly important and it is made just for you. We are going to explore exactly how learning a foreign language changes you
Right. We will look at how it builds new physical paths in your mind.
and how it helps you find a better job and, how it completely opens up the world for you. We are looking at some great sources today. We have a study from Europe about teaching, research on jobs and money, and some official guides from famous English tests.
But we are doing this for one specific listener, you.
Yes, you. You are learning English right now. You are listening to us. You are putting in the hard work every day.
And today, we really want to prove to you that your hard work is already changing your life in some amazing ways.
Now, to make this deep dive perfect for you, we have a very strict rule today.
Oh yes, a very important rule.
We are only going to speak in simple, clear English. We are going to use an A2 level of English.
Right. This means we will avoid big, difficult, strange words. We will keep all our sentences simple.
And here's the best part. As we talk, we're going to teach you 100 important words from the A2 English list.
That is a fantastic goal.
Right.
And we will not just read a boring list.
No, definitely not. We will use these words to tell the story of how language changes your life. We will explain what every word means, and we will give you a clear sentence to show how to use it.
I am very excited to start.
So let us unpack this right away. We will start by looking at the most mysterious place of all, the inside of your head.
Right, because before a language can help you get a nice office or, buy a plane ticket, it actually changes the physical way your head works.
Yes, the changes start deep inside. So you mentioned we have a very interesting study from a group in Europe.
We do. They study how teaching changes people. This study looked at what happens when you learn new words.
But wait, let me ask a basic question here.
Sure, go ahead.
If I just sit here and learn simple words, does anything really change inside me? I mean, is my head a muscle? It is not like lifting heavy boxes in a gym, right?
Well, actually, it is surprisingly similar to lifting heavy boxes.
Wait, really?
Yes. The study explains that learning a language is a real workout for the part of you that thinks. So let us talk about the word brain.
The brain. You mean the soft gray part inside my head that controls my body and holds my thoughts?
Exactly. The brain is the computer inside your head. When you learn, your brain physically changes. So an example sentence is, listening to English every day is a great way to make your brain strong.
I really like that. So as my brain gets stronger, I get a new ability.
Right, ability. That is our next word. An ability is the power or the skill to do something well.
Yeah. For example, after a year of study, she had the ability to read a whole book in English.
That is a perfect sentence.
Mhm.
And that means she is now able to read.
Able. Being able means you have the power to do it. Like, I'm finally able to understand the words in this deep dive.
Exactly. And when you are able to do things, you can achieve your goals. To achieve means to successfully finish something after working very hard.
Like climbing a mountain, right, or passing a big test.
Yes. For example, if you study these 100 words, you will achieve a great step in your learning.
So the brain is not just a quiet box sitting there. It is doing things. It is very active.
That is right. Active means moving around, doing many things, and not resting.
So an example would be when you try to speak a new language, your mind is very active.
Great example. So let us get back to the study. It says learning makes two specific things better in your mind. First, it improves your working memory.
Okay, what does that mean? Working memory.
Think of your memory like carrying water in your hands. Working memory is the water you are holding right now, in this exact moment.
Oh, I see.
So if someone tells you a telephone number, you hold it in your working memory until you write it down.
Oh, I understand. But, often I drop the water, I forget the number immediately.
Most people do. But the study shows that learning a language makes your hands bigger.
Really?
Yes, it makes your working memory stronger. You can hold more information at the same time.
So actually, learning English helps me remember numbers and names too. And by actually, I mean in fact or truly.
Yes. So you could say some people think language only helps with words, but actually it helps your whole memory.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
But I have a problem with this.
What is the problem?
Well, I am an adult. I am a fully grown person, not a child. Our example could be an adult has to work and pay for the house.
Right.
And the study talks about children in places like Finland starting language very early. Is it too late for an adult?
It is never too late.
Yeah.
Yes, children have brains that change easily, but the brain stays alive for your whole life.
Alive. That means living, not dead.
Exactly. As long as you are alive, you can learn new things.
That gives us a big advantage. An advantage is something that helps you or makes you better than others.
Yes. Knowing 2 languages is a huge advantage when you look for a job.
It is a great advantage. So what was the second thing the study mentions?
The second thing is cognitive flexibility.
Wow, that sounds like a big science idea.
Yeah.
Let me try to guess what it means. Flexibility means you can bend or change easily without breaking.
Right.
So cognitive flexibility means changing your ideas quickly.
That is a perfect way to explain it. Imagine you are walking on a path in the forest.
Okay, I am in the forest.
Suddenly, a big tree falls and blocks the path. A person with low cognitive flexibility will stop and not know what to do. They might just stand there.
But a person with high cognitive flexibility will quickly look for a new path. They will just walk around the tree.
Exactly. When you learn English, you learn that there are many ways to say one thing.
Right. If you forget a word, you quickly find a different word.
Yes, and this makes your brain very fast at solving problems in everyday life.
So learning will affect everything I do. To affect means to change something or cause a result.
Yes. The new language will deeply affect how you think about problems.
And after you learn, your world is bigger. After means later in time than something else.
Right. Like after we finish this deep dive, your vocabulary will be much larger.
Let us look at a few more words before we move to the next topic. Do you think all people can change their brains?
All.
Yes, all means the complete number or amount of something. Like, I want to eat all the food on my plate.
I believe all people can. Even if it is difficult, it will be all right.
All right means safe, well, or okay. So you could say, do not worry if you forget a word, it is all right.
Exactly. Making a mistake will allow you to learn. To allow means to let someone do something.
For example, the teacher will allow you to ask questions.
We are almost done with this section.
Yeah.
Almost means very close to happening, but not completely.
Like the glass is almost full of water. And, you do not have to learn alone.
Alone. That means without any other people.
Right. She lives alone in a big house. But with language, you can learn with friends.
As you move along your journey, things get easier. Along means moving forward on a line or a path.
We are walking along the beautiful river.
You already know so much. Already means before now or earlier than expected.
I do not need to read the book because I already read it last year.
If one way of learning does not work, find an alternative. An alternative is another choice or a different way to do something.
If it rains, we need an alternative plan for the party.
Although it is hard work, it is very good for you. Although means even if it is true, or despite the fact.
Although it was cold, we went for a walk.
Among all the skills you can learn, language is very special. Among means in the middle of a group of things.
She sat among her friends in the classroom.
The amount of work you do is important. An amount is how much of something there is.
You need a large amount of time to become perfect.
Do you have any doubts?
Do
Any means one or some of a thing, it does not matter which one.
you have any questions for me? I do not think anybody could doubt this. Anybody means any person.
Anybody can learn if they try hard.
I do not want to wait anymore. Any more means any longer or again in the future.
Like I am full, I cannot eat anymore.
Let us move to the next section anyway. Anyway is a word we use to change the subject or to say that something happens even if there is a problem.
It is late, but we will finish the work anyway. So we have built a strong brain. Your memory is holding more water. Your mind can walk around fallen trees in the forest.
What happens next?
Next, you take that strong brain to work.
Okay, let us look at how language gives you a better career and helps you make money. We have a study here called Computer Fraud and Security. It looked at many people who work in business.
Yes, this is where the story gets very exciting.
But I want to challenge this idea for a second.
Okay, let us hear it.
Let us say I just work with numbers. Like, I am an architect. An architect is a person who draws and plans new buildings.
Right. The architect drew a beautiful plan for the new school.
Or maybe I just write computer code all day. Why do I need words?
Because building the architecture of a computer program or a building is never a one-person job.
Architecture means the style or design of a building.
Yes, like the old architecture of the church is beautiful. You always have to work with other people.
I see. So the study looked at people who speak English at a low level, like A1, and people who speak it at a high level, like C1 or C2. What did they find?
They found a massive difference. Let's talk about getting a better job in the same company, getting a promotion. According to the study, people at the A1 level only have a 10% chance of getting a promotion.
According to memes, as stated by someone or something.
Yes. According to the weather report, it will rain today.
So only 10%, that is very low.
But people with top language skills have a 40 to 46% chance of getting a promotion.
Wow, that is 4 times higher. Why is that? Does the company accept them more easily?
Yes. To accept means to say yes to something or to take something offered to you.
I will happily accept the new job.
To understand why this happens, we need to think about what a leader does. A leader has to act when there is a problem.
To act means to do something.
When the fire started, he had to act very quickly.
And a leader has to talk to people. Imagine an office. The team wants to advertise a new product.
To advertise means to tell people about a product so they will buy it.
We will advertise the new shoes on television.
So they make an advertisement. An advertisement is a picture or short video that tries to sell something.
I saw a funny advertisement for a car.
The whole business of doing this is called advertising.
She works in advertising and writes clever words for pictures. But, what if the team does not agree on the picture?
Exactly. Sometimes one person is against the idea. Against means fighting or not agreeing with someone or something.
Many people are against the new law.
So they might argue. To argue means to speak angrily to someone because you do not agree.
The 2 brothers argue about what game to play.
And that angry talk is called an argument.
They had a long argument, and now they are not speaking.
Ah, I see where this is going.
Ah is a sound people make when they suddenly understand something. Ah, now I see why the answer is 4.
Right. If you only speak A1 English, you cannot stop the argument. You do not have the words to make people calm down.
That is the whole point. A person with strong language skills can stop the argument. They can arrange a meeting.
To arrange means to plan or organize something.
I will arrange a taxi to take us to the hotel.
They can make a good arrangement. An arrangement is a plan or an agreement between people.
We made an arrangement to share the cost of the food.
Because they can communicate, they become the leader. It is like being a leader in the army. The army is a large group of soldiers who protect their country.
He learned how to lead men when he was in the army.
They stop being just an assistant. An assistant is a person who helps someone else do their job.
The manager asked her assistant to bring the coffee.
They become the person in charge. The author of the study was very clear about this.
An author is a person who writes a book, an article, or a study. The author of the book won a big prize.
The author showed that money changes too.
Really? How much money are we talking about?
Over 5 years, an average worker with basic skills might see their money grow a little bit, maybe to $13,000.
Average means a normal or middle amount. The average price for a coffee here is $3.
But if they have top language skills, their money can grow to over $63,000.
That is amazing. So when you see a good job, you should apply. To apply means to ask officially for a job.
I want to apply for the manager position today.
Yes. And you must show that you are available. Available means ready for use or free to do something.
I'm available to start working on Monday.
You want to avoid mistakes in your interview. To avoid means to stay away from someone or something.
You should avoid driving on that road because of the traffic.
If you communicate well, you might win an award. An award is a prize given to someone for doing a great job.
She won an award for being the best worker of the year.
Your language skills become part of your background. A background is the things that happen to a person in their past, like their family, education, and jobs.
He has a strong background in science and mathematics.
And finally, because of your background and your ability to talk to people, you become the boss.
The boss is the person you work for who tells you what to do.
My boss was very happy with my hard work.
Okay, this is a very clear picture. We build a strong brain. We use that brain to solve arguments at work. We become the boss, and we earn more money.
But, life is not only about working in a dark office.
No, it is not.
When you have money, you can travel. But knowing a language does not just help you buy a plane ticket. It changes the way you see the world. We have an article here from a group called Interlingo Formation. It is about culture.
Yes, culture and language are like two sides of the same coin. You simply cannot separate them.
Well, I am going to push back on this a bit.
Oh.
We live in the future now. I have a very smart phone. If I travel abroad, I can just use my phone.
Abroad means in or to a different country?
Next summer, I want to travel abroad to see Italy.
Okay, and what will you do with your phone?
I will go on an adventure. An adventure is an exciting or unusual trip or activity.
Climbing the mountain in the snow was a great adventure.
I will fly on an airline. An airline is a company that flies planes carrying people.
The airline lost my bag, but I still had fun.
Okay, you are abroad on an adventure. You are looking at ancient buildings. Ancient means very, very old, from a long time ago.
The ancient city of Rome is full of history.
You can go almost anywhere. Anywhere means in or to any place.
With a car, you can travel anywhere you want.
Exactly. And when I meet a person, I will use an app on my phone. An app is a piece of software on your phone or computer.
I downloaded a new game app today.
I speak into the app, and the app speaks to the person. So why do I really need to learn the culture?
The phone app is very clever, but it only understands information. It does not understand feelings.
What do you mean? Words are just words, right?
Not at all. Let us look at how words appear. To appear means to start to be seen or to seem a certain way.
The sun began to appear from behind the dark clouds.
A word might appear simple to an app, but its real meaning is very deep.
So the appearance of the word is simple, but the feeling is complex. Appearance means the way that someone or something looks.
The appearance of the house was old, but inside it was modern. Can you give me an example from the article?
Yes, the article uses the English word home. If you ask your app to translate home, it will just give you the word for a house, a building with doors and windows.
But home means much more than a building.
Exactly. In English culture, home has a very warm feeling. It is where your family is. It is where you feel safe. It is where you belong. An app cannot translate that warm feeling.
I see. It is the same as when we talk about respect, as is a word used to compare things or to say what job someone has.
She works as a teacher in the local school.
Yes. The article mentions the Japanese language. In Japanese, there are many different words for you. The word you choose depends on who you are talking to.
Oh, like is the person older than you? Are they your boss? Are they your friend?
Right. If you use the wrong word, you might sound rude. If my phone app chooses the wrong word, the person might get angry.
Because the app does not know who is standing in front of you. When you learn the language, you learn to pay attention.
Attention means looking or listening carefully.
Please pay attention to the teacher. You learn to respect the person.
That makes a lot of sense. So, learning the language gives you empathy. You understand how people feel. You cannot be asleep when you travel.
Asleep means sleeping.
The tired baby fell asleep in her mother's arms.
You have to be awake and really notice the culture. When you attend a dinner in a new country, you understand the jokes.
To attend means to go to an event or a place.
We will attend a big wedding on Saturday.
Before you board the plane, you are just a tourist. To board means to get onto a bus, train, or plane.
It is time to board the flight to London.
But when you learn the language, you build a bridge to the people.
That is a lovely way to say it. A bridge is something built over a river or a road so you can cross it.
We walked across the old stone bridge. Language is a bridge between minds.
And when you finally travel back to your own country, you are a different person.
Back means to return to a place or the part behind the front.
I will come back home at 6 o'clock.
Okay, so we are traveling, we are making friends, we are building bridges. But here is where it gets very difficult.
Let me guess. Talking to real people is scary.
It is very scary. When you try to use your new words, things will go wrong. You will make mistakes.
I hate making mistakes. It feels like an accident. An accident is something bad that happens by mistake.
I dropped the plate by accident and it broke.
Sometimes a mistake feels like an attack. An attack is when someone tries to hurt someone else using force or strong words.
The wild dog tried to attack the sheep. Your own mind attacked your confidence.
I worry that people will think I am not attractive. Attractive means nice to look at or having a good quality that people like.
The new car has a very attractive color.
I want my words to sound attractive. When you stand in front of an audience, it is normal to feel nervous.
An audience is the group of people watching or listening to something.
The audience clapped loudly at the end of the movie.
Honestly, it makes me feel awful. Awful means very bad or unpleasant.
The food at that restaurant was awful.
I feel like I'm speaking badly. Badly means in a bad way or not successfully.
He played the game badly and lost.
Our next source talks exactly about this awful feeling. We looked at the CEFR guide.
Right. This is the big European guide that explains levels like A1, A2, B1, and B2.
What does the European guide say? Does it say I need to beat my fear?
To beat means to win against someone in a game, or to hit something hard.
Our team will beat their team in the football game.
It says something much better. It says that making mistakes is exactly how you are supposed to behave.
To behave means to act in a certain way, usually a good way.
The children must learn how to behave quietly in the library.
Wait. The official guide says bad behavior with words is good. Behavior means the way that someone acts.
Her behavior at the party was very funny.
Yes? The guide explains what an A2 level learner looks like. It says that at the A2 level, it is completely normal to stop and search for words.
It is expected that you will make simple mistakes.
So nobody expects me to speak perfectly. I still belong in the conversation.
To belong means to feel you are in the right place, or to be the property of someone.
This book does not belong to me, it is yours.
You absolutely belong. Every mistake is a benefit. A benefit is a good or helpful result from something.
One benefit of eating vegetables is that you stay healthy.
That is a completely different way to think. I always thought the best thing was to be perfect.
Best means better than all others.
She is the best singer in the choir.
No, the best thing is to try. Every time you try and fail, your brain fixes the road.
The next time, you will speak a little better. Better means of a higher quality or more than good.
I feel much better today than I did yesterday.
The guide says it takes 20 to 30 hours of study just to move from A1 to A2. That is the space between the levels.
Between means in the space separating two things or places.
The table is between the two chairs.
It is a slow journey. There are 1 billion people learning English.
1 billion is a very, very big number. 1,000 million.
There are over 1 billion people living in that country. They all make mistakes.
So when you feel a bit sad about a mistake, remember, you are not alone. A bit means a small amount.
I would like a bit of sugar in my coffee, please.
And what if someone asks me a question and my mind goes completely blank?
Blank means empty, with no writing, pictures, or thoughts.
I looked at the test paper and my mind went blank.
If your mind goes blank, just breathe. Feel the blood moving in your body.
Blood is the red liquid inside your body that keeps you alive.
If you cut your finger, you will see blood.
Just take a deep breath and blow the air out. To blow means to push air out of your mouth.
You must blow on the soup because it is very hot.
Yes. Blow out the fear. Making mistakes is the only way to grow.
We have talked about some very big, serious things today.
We really have. We talked about how the brain changes physically. We talked about working in an office, getting promoted, and making a lot of money.
We talked about flying across the world and understanding deep culture.
It sounds like language is only for very serious, important people.
Exactly. I want to push back on this too. Isn't language really just about living life?
Oh, absolutely. Isn't it about buying dinner, playing games, and having fun with friends?
You are absolutely right. The true joy of language is not in the office. It is in everyday life.
Our final source is from the Cambridge English exams, but not the adult exams. We looked at the exams for young learners.
What are those called?
They are called starters, movers, and flyers.
Do they test children on business architecture and cognitive flexibility?
No, they test children on real fun things. They test if you can name an animal, if you can talk about a toy, if you can order food.
Because that is what human connection is. When I sit with my friends, we do not discuss serious studies. We talk about sports, like an athlete.
An athlete is a person who is very good at sports and physical exercise.
The athlete trained every day to win the race.
Exactly. Maybe you go to a bar after the game. A bar is a place where you can buy drinks. Or a long, solid piece of something.
I ate a whole bar of chocolate after dinner.
We might watch baseball. Baseball is a sport where you hit a small hardball with a wooden stick and run in a circle.
My father taught me how to play baseball in the park.
Or you tell a story based on something real. Based means if a story is based on facts, it uses those facts as a foundation.
The film is based on a true story about a famous king.
You could play basketball. Basketball is a sport where two teams try to throw a large orange ball through a high net.
He's very tall, so he is excellent at basketball.
And then you share a meal. The simple joy of eating. Maybe you have a bean. A bean is a seed from a plant that you can eat, often green or brown.
I like to eat rice and a green bean for lunch.
You talk about the animals you saw in the forest, like a bear. A bear is a large, strong, wild animal with thick fur.
We saw a big brown bear while we were walking in the woods.
You might order beef for dinner. Beef is meat that comes from a cow.
We will cook some beef and potatoes for the family.
You wash your hands before you eat. Before means at an earlier time than something else.
Please finish your homework before you watch television.
If you eat too much beef, your belt might feel tight. A belt is a long piece of leather or cloth you wear around your middle to hold your clothes up.
He bought a new brown belt for his trousers.
And when you finish eating, you throw the paper in the bin. A bin is a container for putting rubbish or trash in.
Throw the empty bottle in the bin.
You talk about what you learned in biology class. Biology is the science study of living things, like plants and animals.
In biology, we learned how plants drink water.
You talk about a family birth. A birth is the time when a baby is born.
The whole village celebrated the birth of the healthy baby.
You offer your friend a biscuit with their tea. A biscuit is a small, flat, dry cake.
I love eating a sweet biscuit with my hot drink.
You boil water to make the tea. To boil means to heat water until it bubbles and gets very hot.
You must boil the water before you put the pasta in it.
Maybe you give a bone to your dog. A bone is one of the hard, white parts inside an animal or person.
The happy dog chewed on a large bone.
Before you go to sleep, you read a book. A book is a set of paper pages with words, but as an action, it means to arrange to have something later.
I need to book a taxi for tomorrow morning.
You might borrow a pen to write in your journal. To borrow means to take and use something for a short time, and then give it back.
Can I borrow your umbrella? It is raining.
You drink the water at the bottom of your glass. The bottom is the lowest part of something.
The keys fell to the bottom of the deep swimming pool.
And you finish your bowl of soup. A bowl is a round, deep dish used for holding soup or food.
She ate a hot bowl of soup on the cold winter day.
And that is a beautiful, simple life.
Yes. Language allows you to live that life fully, anywhere in the world.
We have covered so much ground today, and we have successfully learned 100 A2 words.
It was a massive journey.
Let us summarize what we explored on this deep dive. First, we learned that learning English is not just about words. It physically changes your brain.
It makes your working memory bigger and your mind faster.
Second, we learned that having language skills completely changes your career. You do not just work quietly, you communicate.
You stop arguments, you lead teams, and you can earn a lot more money.
Third, we discovered that language is the only true way to understand culture. A phone app can translate a word, but it cannot translate feelings, respect, and empathy.
Fourth, we faced the fear of making mistakes. The official guides say that searching for words and making errors is exactly what you're supposed to do.
It's how the brain builds new roads.
And finally, we remembered that the ultimate goal of language is simple: everyday joy, eating food, playing sports, and talking to friends.
I want to leave you with one final thought today. Think about the broken bone we talked about at the very beginning. You cannot see your brain changing.
But today, you learned 100 words. Every single one of those words built a tiny new bridge in your mind.
That is a very powerful idea.
If learning just 100 words changes the physical structure of your mind, imagine who you will be when you know 3,000 words.
Imagine the jobs you will get, the countries you will visit, and the friends you will make.
You are not just learning English. You are building a completely new version of yourself, one simple word at a time.
You are already on your way. Do not let the fear stop you. Keep speaking, keep making those necessary mistakes, and keep learning.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive.
Practice the words you learned today, use them in your life, and we will talk to you next time.